issues of economic development, community progress. It's very important for that work to go on, but in a parallel sense, change always brings not only benefits, but perhaps challenges, and sometimes if we're not thoughtful and effective in managing change, unintended consequences that could be avoided with more effective planning. I'm hoping that this initiative will, over the next 2 or 3 years, position us in a way that not only are there net benefits for the entire community, but in fact people in all parts of our community feel as if they're getting net benefits. I've seen too many situations where community development creates areas that are the major recipients of unintended negative consequences. We know what some of the issues are that we're going to be addressing. We've started talking about them: traffic and parking, congestion on the roads. We've talked about livability. We've talked about the intensity of housing and other activities in our broader community. All of those need to be addressed. I think we're going to review sort of where we are in starting to address systematically each of those areas. I just would urge us as we go forward to very quickly develop to-do lists and a very clear understanding of timelines, at which points we expect to calibrate whether we're talking too much and doing too little, or have it just about right, and that becomes kind of our mantra going forward.
Building a greater sense of communication and partnership to achieve outcomes, in addition to those efforts that are around codes and provisions that are municipality driven or university driven. So having the students with us, having Dan with us, having community members engaged as partners is I think a priority. And to that extent, maybe at some point we don't have 1, 2, 3, or 4, because it looks like that's the 4th priority versus the 1st priority. Information officer, so we offered that as one of our contributions. It is that the university wants to drive this. It's simply that we're allowing existing tools to be utilized. We do see that there's existing resources that exist. The university has a website, as does the city. The city has a newsletter. So we would seek to utilize existing resources. What I'm circulating now is just a proposed framework for a collaboration website. One of our staff members called it Dialogue Corvallis. Now, whether that's the right title, I don't know. But it's a concept. In meeting with the mayor, I realized that now there are 4 task forces, so we would add a 4th to that. The idea is that each of the work groups would have its own web page that would link off of the home page, and it would give regular and up-to-date information about the activities of the work groups, as well as reports from